Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fair catch called for and made. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Here comes the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the option. Discards a man. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year in proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Toss to the outside. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside and making the big tackle.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Getting some heat. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the big fella. Jumped on top of the pile.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, give them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And it's caught, and they have an 8-0 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carr. He's got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Great throw, great time, and you can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has a second down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Notre Dame found just enough luck of the Irish to pull out a close one against Michigan last time.
Well, it helps to be lucky, but you've also got to be good. David, you got to give the Irish credit because their leaders stepped up in the last game and made plays.
Yeah, in the clutch moments, in that clutch rivalry game. To do that, it says a lot about Notre Dame and their trajectory moving forward.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
It's caught. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to...
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. In this rivalry, you can just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schimbeckler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Defense in press coverage. The pitch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll run the option. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Did you see the replay? Watch the same thing. That's not what I saw.
First down here for the offense.
42 Spider.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll pitch it. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. The option look. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Third and goal coming up here. Goes to the option. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. touch pass on the right. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. Notre Dame looks as if they're warming up for a victory march as they push out this lead.
I'll tell you what, David, the Irish have done a fantastic job recruiting, and those playmakers have shown up here in this game.
Yeah, and handling the moment, handling the big rivalry game with Michigan, a big showdown. Now can they finish this off because they're looking good right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Irish. Don't just get the ball. Score with the ball.